Though couples that recently announced their upcoming marriage received lots of good wishes from fans, there are still several unfortunate ones that couldn't even date in peace just because of the nonsense strictness of netizens. The strangest thing is, with all the ridiculous reasons from they're too young to date to their age gap is too large, people could still seek ways to split these lovebirds. Number 1. Hyuna DON. The most recent and probably most infamous couple out of the whole list is Hyuna and DON, who have just announced their engagement on February 2nd this year. While fans sent the couple lots of good wishes when the news first broke out, things quickly took a turn for the worse as, according to Knets, Hyuna and DON had never deserved anything good, considering how they started their relationship. On Pan, there was a post with 530 upvotes titled, "I find Hyuna and DON's case quite interesting," saying that the engagement of the couple should have been considered as terrible as premarital pregnancy in the idol world, but somehow, because of the small number of Pentagon's fangirls and Hyuna's recognitions, they both had the guts to brag about their relationships everywhere, with the muggles shielding them. According to netizens, Hyuna and DON didn't deserve to be happy, because their relationship was built on the downfall of Pentagon, and to a certain extent, the falling of Kpop Entertainment. Particularly, DON was said to be a traitor running away with Hyuna when Pentagon was at their peak reputation. And because the group had struggled a lot to get where they were, his action was like a slap to the members' face. Many fans also left the fandom because, according to them, the fact that he shamelessly announced his relationship with Hyuna, ignored the company's efforts in hiding the love story by making Hui join Hyuna and DON to have a subunit, and secretly contacted the journalist to publish the relationship, he deserved all the worst from the public. Not only that, some also noticed how DON still used the scandal that pushed Pentagon down for clout, frequently posted something odd on Instagram whenever the group came back, and even added his solo music on the post. What ticked them off even more was how he turned the reputation of Pentagon into ashes, and then acted as if he never did harm to anyone. In fact, people said DON not only betrayed his members, but also bit back at his fans, aka those who saved him from not being dropped out of Pentagon due to his incompetency. Because after the dating news broke out, his self-written line in purple, which went as, "Kids who listen to this song won't understand. Oh well, I don't care. Really, I don't care," was said to make fun of his fans for not knowing he was dating the one who was performing that song with him. Apparently, besides the harsh criticism from Knets, there were also opinions defending the couple, saying that all this mess came down to how people are so upset over Pentagon's unpopularity, which has nothing to do with DON and Hyuna, and were being passive-aggressive to the couple. Moreover, as dating has always been the private life of artists, and fans were never the judge of the artist's life, it was also ridiculous to throw shade on Hyuna and DON just because they loved each other. Number 2. Jennie Kai. The beginning of 2019 indeed started in the most unexpected way ever with K-pop fans, and especially with Blinks as well as EXO-Ls, this new year hit them hard with lots of bittersweet emotions. As part of the tradition that Dispatch has established for long, the outlet would publish the dating news of one famous couple in the industry at the beginning of each year. Back in 2019, the attention was drawn to the Jennie Kai couple, but unfortunately for them, because both Blackpink and EXO were at their peak reputation and Jennie had been caught up in lots of controversies at the time, netizens decided to bring them down with the most malicious words, and even demanded Jennie to leave Blackpink for the sake of the group's image. On many forums, Jennie and Kai's dating was also heatedly discussed, and according to a netizen, even adding more objective views into the story, she still couldn't support the couple because of several reasons. Firstly, as YG Entertainment had a 7-year contract restricting the artist from dating, counting from the day they passed the audition, Jennie had apparently violated the contract. Of course, dating is still a private matter, but considering how Jennie signed that contract just to break it, this girl believes that was unacceptably irresponsible of her. Moreover, Blackpink at the time was yet to be a strongly established group in South Korea, didn't have any full-length albums as other top acts, and as YG had just poured a bunch of money into her newly established solo career, the fact that Jennie risked everything to date Kai was actually said to be a selfish act, further consolidating all the rumors about her bad behaviors, and the reckless persona that only cared about self-satisfaction at the expense of Blackpink and YG Entertainment. Another reason people, especially fans, were triggered over their dating was that Jennie and Kai had a handful of lovestagrams, and according to them, posting caring captions appearing to be about fans but which turned out to hint at each other was a huge disrespect. As some fans said, had the couple used their personal accounts for such flirty things would have been okay. However, because both Jennie and Kai decided to use their public account to exchange secret love messages, while still making money based on the love of fans, they found such actions nothing more than a humiliation, and an implicit message that fans were so foolish that they would never find out about the truth behind it. Several XOLs and Blinks even said that they would stop supporting Kai and Jennie after this, because firstly, they failed to be the idols as good as expected, and secondly, they could no longer put up with the alleged arrogant attitude of Jennie and the ways she just did whatever she wanted, despite earning money from the love of fans. Under the fierce pressure of the public, Jennie and Kai ended up parting ways not fully a month after that. On January 25th, their entertainment company also confirmed the couple's breakup, ending another love story due to public criticism. Number 3. Taehyun Beckin. Though the scandal had already been a thing of the past for taking place in 2014, Taehyun and Beckin are still often brought up until now, because when Taehyun released What Do I Call You in December 2020, netizens still believed that the song was a message of hers to Beckin, though they split up 6 years ago. While exposing new couples is often done at the beginning of the year by dispatch, they actually also released dating news several times throughout the year. And back in the middle of 2014, the outlet got everyone shook after publishing photos of Taehyun and Beckin dating the other night. In the released photos, not only the face of the couple, but what they did that night, including exchanging a kiss, were shown clearly. According to dispatch, Taehyun picked Beckin up at his dorm at 2 a.m. and then parked the car on the side road to enjoy some time together. Then, within 3 hours after the news broke out, SM Entertainment confirmed the 4-month relationship. And as you can expect, the situation only got worse from then on. As EXO was at their prime time back then, lots of fans couldn't bear the news and launched a petition online, demanding either Beckin leave the group or they would no longer support EXO. Though the whole thing was apparently ridiculous, this petition still somehow got up to 1,800 signatures before being deleted by the website. As reported by an article, these people wanted him to be out of the group in the belief that Beckin had been mocking his fans. The anger grew so big that Beckin was even asked to step down from his Inkigayo host position at the time. And because the program ignored such a nonsense request, some even chanted betrayer towards the end of the show. Then both Beckin and Taehyun had to apologize just for dating each other. And in the letters, they both said to be sorry for the disappointment and pain caused to fans. Even when anti-fans flocked into Taehyun's Instagram, she still apologized as if she indeed tortured them or something. Number 4. Momo Heechul. Though Momo and Heechul received more support than other couples, they were actually hated a lot when dating because, according to many people, their age gap made the relationship odd and abnormal. After the couple was confirmed to be dating in January 2020, lots of fans were triggered and targeted Heechul, calling him a predator for dating such a young girl, which was actually kinda weird because Momo was already an adult. According to a netizen, the couple's age gap was too large, and because Heechul was said to have been having an eye on Momo since she was still a minor, it made him nothing less than a gross and predatory man. Somehow, this tweet still received up to 699 retweets, over 2,000 likes, and following this, there was also another widely shared tweet calling Heechul out for being a man around 40 constantly flirting with a girl since she was still underage. When others fought back that an inner source confirmed Momo and Heechul had developed feelings recently, Heechul was still accused of grooming Momo, and basically disregarded all the information published on the many famous outlets. So why do you think these couples are so hated, and fans are still so stuck up with the mindset that idols should only belong to them? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching.